reports as well that are really useful. In terms of bringing data and evidence, that would be the key documents. But please feel free to, and I do want you to go and do your own individual research on that, on further sources that you can find. This is actually one of the points in the assessment criteria, the assessment rubric, is your ability to bring new sources beyond that documented.
Yeah, hence the independent project.
Yes, exactly. So I'm here more as a signposter than telling you exactly what you do or what you look at.
Perfect. Is there a recording from the first week's Q&A? Because I know some projects did, some projects didn't.
Yeah, no, I unfortunately not. I did but it was mainly because it was the first week, so your colleagues didn't have many questions. So what I did there was a recap of the brief session, because the brief session was quite quick.
So, dot whistle, 20 minutes in and out.
Yeah.
People came
so
in, yeah.
I spend more time in going into, like I'm doing here, really. This is what we did in the first week. Just going in more detail throughout the module brief, or the project brief. But I didn't record it, unfortunately.
Oh, no, that's right. Again, if it was very chaotic and people didn't have many questions, there isn't that much point.
Yeah, no, we didn't have many questions, but as I said to you and I told the others, I'm available to answer your questions online, or if you want to schedule another Teams meeting, it's absolutely fine as well. We are actually recommended to cease supporting and supervision by the end of July, but there are not many of you, so if there is any burning questions during August, I'm more than happy to have a chat. It's absolutely fine.
That'd be perfect, thank you. How many people are doing the project overall? Do you know, in terms of numbers?
Overall, all the streams.
Sustainability.
Oh, sustainability.
Yeah.
I think with you it's going to be 11 or 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
More.
So not many. But yeah, I'm just aware that Kate is here. I don't know if you have any questions, Katie. Silence. So, well, if you have any question that you want to text into chat, please feel free. Oh yeah. Okay. That's good. Yeah. No. What else should I say to you in terms of the report? I think trying to work on the structure of the report is going to be key. So try to work on that in the following days. Because then, you have to find data, basically. I think this is the main issue, or the most difficult part of the report is to find enough evidence and data for the project. So you said you're going to be working with sustainability now?
So it's a rural job, but the Peel Group themselves are very much ESG sustainability focused, quite philanthropic. They're the ones who did a lot of the development at the Trafford Centre. They did Media City, all that stuff in Manchester we saw on the trip. And during my interview, even though it was a rural role, they interviewed me about the sustainability module for about 10-15 minutes, which was quite funny.
Oh, wow, okay.
So they wanted to know what you've been teaching us. So no, very much a
Interesting.
sustainability-focused company, even if I'm on the more rural side of things. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you feel that the content could you bring enough content to the interview that you learned from the module? How was that? How did the module kind of prepare you for those questions?
I think obviously the module was quite broad. The industry report itself was, although very different from something I've done before, quite useful in terms of just also forcing you to dig in a bit more. Because obviously when you're having multiple classes a day or whatever, you don't necessarily focus as much, but doing the report just drills it in home. But I think, it was just good with that overview we had throughout the course. Plus, obviously, in Lisbon, we had the person who gave the E and speed run of it, the sort of sustainability, ESG stuff as well.
Yeah.
No, I think there's definitely a lot of content we'd learned that I could then bring up in the interview and then tie that into the economics and finance things we've done in other modules as well, which clearly made me sound very intelligent because I got the job.
well done. Yeah. Congratulations. It's interesting because obviously in the module we focus more on commercial real estate, but from a rural perspective, the broad framework that we try to bring to the module in terms of the real estate development, the life cycle phase and key concepts on ESGs and everything, I think is a good way to connect to other sectors as well.
Yeah, and the company itself does a lot of development as well as management, so I was basically able to tie in how it was very key to get it done right in the development stage. The operational phase was a lot more long-lasting, especially making things sustainable in terms of future-proofing, which was something I stressed that I'd looked at in the report.
Yeah. Good. Good to know that you helped, and good to know that companies are also interested in that, because we are seeing actually the opposite. People, companies, and kind of almost running away from sustainability.
Yeah.
Even the students. Your cohort was the smallest number of students we had in a long while for this module.
I think that might have been the basket system rather than the module itself, though, because it was quite an annoying basket system.
Oh, I see.
Because this, I think, was the first time they'd reformed it from their 3 to 2 semesters, and I know rural things were a mess, because things were in baskets that shouldn't have been grouped together, which meant you couldn't do certain things. So it may be reflective of that as well, rather than just changing taste and sustainability.
Sustainability. Interesting point. I didn't think about that, but yeah. Good. I will raise that point.
Yeah.
With Johan, yeah. Okay. Do you have any other questions on the report?
Not for today. So if we're okay, if you don't mind emailing me whenever you're free on or your time's free.
Yeah, let's do this now. Actually, let me see. What about 11 a.m.?
Yeah, 11 a.m.
Yep. I will send you a. Henry Hughes, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sent.
That is perfect. It's just came through.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, I'm staying here until 11, so if you have further questions or comments, whatever, and Kate as well.
Okay, in that case, I'll log off and start having a proper look at it. I will see you Friday then.
Fantastic. Thank you, Henry.
Okay, thank you very much, Kara. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.